Chloe, come sit down. Seriously, drop everything. The story my Korean friend Minju just told me it's not just a drama, it's completely unhinged. It's a real story she heard. Okay, so get this. The main character is this totally normal, hardworking guy in his 30s. Let's call him Junso Park. He'd been single for a while, feeling kind of lonely, so he tries a dating app. And boom, he meets this woman, Soo-jin-gu. They click instantly. Same neighborhood, same sense of humor, same everything. It felt like fate. They fell hard and fast, started living together, and within a year, surprise, she's pregnant. He was over the moon, thinking this is a gift from God we're meant to be, and proposed on the spot. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? So they have the sangyeonrae, that's like the super formal meeting between the families before the wedding. The whole vibe was amazing. The bride's father shows up, this distinguished-looking older guy, and he's reserved this private room in a luxury hotel overlooking Haeundae Beach. He tells Junso's parents how lucky he is to have him as a son-in-law, and then, for the finale, he calls over the manager and books the main ballroom right then and there. Pulls out his card and says, "The deposit's on me." Junso felt like he'd won the lottery. Like, wow, not only did I find the perfect woman, her family is incredible too. But Chloe, fairy tales don't usually last, right? The weird stuff started after that day. The wedding is just 2 months away, and Soojin starts acting off. Junso would bring home wedding magazines and she'd just glance at them like, oh, nice, with zero interest. He'd try to talk about the guest list and she'd change the subject. She started taking these long, secretive phone calls out on the balcony, hanging up the second he walked in. At first, he tried to be understanding. Is this cold feet, pre-wedding jitters? That's what he told himself. But it just felt wrong. So, on a hunch, he calls the wedding dress shop they had talked about. "Hi, I'm calling to confirm an appointment for Miss Soo-jin-gu." And you know what the shop said? "I'm sorry, sir, we have no reservation under that name." His blood must have run cold, his heart pounding. He calls the luxury hotel praying he was just being paranoid. The result? The same. No reservation, no wedding hall booked. That's when he knew something seriously fundamentally was wrong. He did the one thing he never thought he'd do. He hired a private investigator to look into the woman he loved, the mother of his unborn child. A few days later, one phone call shattered his entire world. The PI's report was a nightmare. His fiancée, Soo-jin-gu, she didn't exist. Her real name was Soo-jin Lee. She was a married woman, had been for 10 years with 2 kids, and the name she used, Soo-jin-gu, that was her own daughter's name and her husband's last name to create a fake identity to meet him. It's insane. When he confronted her with the evidence, she tried to deny it at first. "What is this? Are you spying on me?" But when he laid out all the proof, she broke down, crying, begging. The usual story. Her husband was distant. They were a weekend couple who barely saw each other. She was lonely raising 2 kids, so she went on a dating app. "I never meant for it to go this far. I fell for you. And then the baby and the proposal, it all just snowballed and I got scared." And how did she hide the pregnancy? In the beginning, she wore girdles and baggy clothes. As she got bigger, she just told her real husband she was sick and needed to rest at her parents' house and didn't see him at all. The audacity! But Chloe, it doesn't end there. It gets worse. Junso, of course, sues her for damages, and the real husband, Mr. Gu, finds out about everything and files for divorce. So she's getting sued from both sides. But during the trial, the real husband drops another bombshell. Their second daughter, the one that she stole her name, he reveals the child isn't his. She was the product of another affair she had 4 years ago. But this man, this husband, out of guilt for being away so much, forgave her and registered the child as his to raise her. Can you believe that? And she cheated on that guy? Again. And the fake dad from the meeting, her excuse for that was even more insane. She told Junso, "Actually, he's just my adoptive father. My real father is the boss of the Chilsangpae, the biggest mafia in Busan." I had to hide my family background. I mean, the woman is a pathological liar. In the end, she was ordered to pay damages to both men and the divorce was finalized. But that wasn't all. During the trial, it came out that she was also running a scam selling non-existent luxury bags on a second-hand app. She was sentenced to 1 year and 2 months in prison for fraud. She really hit for the cycle. So, the conclusion, you have these two men. Junso got full custody of his baby and is now a devoted single dad. And the original husband, Mr. Gu, he's raising his first daughter and the second daughter, the one that isn't even his. He kept them both. Seriously, this story left me speechless. It's terrifying how one person's lies can completely detonate so many lives, isn't it?